Mowgli.
Hey everyone, welcome back to another episode of Tech Tuesday. My name is Ben.
I'm Tim.
And we're back with episode 14, getting back into your comments, getting back into answering questions about ACEs and about electric fuel injection. And we do this for the
people.
People. I
For
can't
the
say it.
people?
I'll leave it in, whatever. So yeah, if you have any questions, feel free to leave them down in the comment section below, and we will jump right into question uno. Also, wait, last thing before we jump into the first question. We are going to be at PRI this week. Actually, while you're watching this, we're either getting ready to go or have already left. And so if you're going to be at PRI, feel free to stop by our booth. You can see me or Tim there. We will be shooting an episode of Tech Tuesday. Unfortunately, we won't be doing it live, seeing as how it won't be Tuesday, and because anytime that we go to trade shows, the Wi-Fi there is asinine. I mean, it's terrible.
Generally pretty bad.
I digress. If you come by and you see us happening to shoot Tech Tuesday, feel free to ask some questions. We'll be happy to leave you involved in that as well. Come say hi, ask questions in person. Maybe we'll include it in another Tech Tuesday video, should we get a lot of those. So super excited to see you all if you are coming to PRI. But, yeah, that's happening this week for you.
Yes. Also, don't forget to get Ben's autograph, because he's like all important and famous and everything, and people recognize him now. He's out in the public a bit. Like, he can barely go to the Piggly Wiggly as it goes.
You're hilarious.
I am not hilarious. I'm giving clear and factual information. That Ben
Brandon Dobrovoloni.
Dude, that's
Retry.
actually a killer name.
Brandon Dobrovoloni asks, a tuning video would definitely help a lot of us. The first tuning video with the PC was helpful, but mostly to the guys who run Boost. I would like to see what parameters or adjustments I can make in the system without getting too crazy. I have your Killshot Master Kit on a Ford 302, and it seems to run a little on the rich side, as well as some issues with the handheld, clicking things on its own. How high should fuel pressure regulator be set to as well? I have it set to 48-ish, as it says in the book, 42 to 48. Great question, Brandon. I'll go ahead and tell you, as far as fuel pressure is concerned, anywhere 42 to 48 PSI is fine. We do recommend 43.5 to 45 PSI is kind of like the sweet spot for those 100 pound an hour injectors and their flow rates. I will also say, as far as setting parameters and adjustments on the advanced tuning software, we are working on little short videos. Actually, one will go out today, briefly on, or not today. Today for us, a couple days prior, it'll already be up for you on data logs in the advanced tuning software, so that'll be really neat.
Poorly made video, halfway put together, done by yours truly. You get to see me on camera again from another angle.
I know, isn't it great?
Yeah, they got my.
I got your good side.
Yeah, whatever side that is. But we did a little screen record action. Kind of did a cell phone short. We're gonna throw it together. It's just connecting to the thing, where to click to get a data log, so on and so forth.
As far as parameters and other adjustments, that is your baby.
Yeah,
baby.
I did make one on a Royal Flush, just some very basic adjustments, kind of my method. But as I get more time to make videos, which I'm very excited about, I'll be actually diving in and kind of going baby steps with it, making 15-minute videos about how to really get your idle settled down and the acceleration correction versus TPS and other trickery you can do with that. But it's coming soon. It's already on the list.
Yep.
Just literally need time to do it.
That Royal Flush tuning video is actually in the description of the video that you commented on. So if you want to go and check that out, it's on Tim's channel. And you can go look at that as well.
Yeah, it's pretty basic, but it's got the meat and potatoes in there. So, Brent Scott, 8644, is there a way to make the VE table larger or possibly in the future? For us turbo guys that would like more rows for the table and finer tuning. That's something that we've already looked into a little bit. It's been discussed. They don't think it's important to do right now, but it will probably be a future advanced thing. So it's going to be something that one of our versions of software, we would just literally just all of a sudden have bigger tables in it for that kind of purpose when it comes into need to scale for boost a little bit better instead of taking, huge jumps into the table because there is only a limited amount of rows available.
Right.
But yeah, that's a possibility. It's a thing, probably a future thing. Not going to say it's never going to happen. Not going to say that it is going to happen, but it is a strong possibility that it will be a thing.
For sure. Moving right along then, we'll go to, I don't know what that British accent was.
It's cringe.
Bring it out a little bit. We'll go to Jamie Spradlin,
I think
8504.
You are offending several different countries with that accent, sir.
I can do a pretty good British accent.
Oh.
I'm from Yorkshire.
I don't know if that's Yorkshire. Like Hillshire Farms, maybe.
Moving right along, because Tim does not like my British accent.
Oh, I'm just hating today.
Jamie Spradlin, Am my eyes going bad?
Spradlin?
Spradlin, 8504. Do you have a video on a recommendation for hooking up the vacuum lines? Is that for a distributor? Is that for boost?
Well, we can cover it all if you want.
That would probably be the best option because that will cover all the bases.
Cool. So, on that, say for instance, you got a kill shot on the base plate. There's 3 ports. There's a 3/8 and a 3/8, and then like a 3/16, a little one. Most of the time, people use a 3/8 to the booster. Another 3/8, they'll run it to the PCV to off the valve cover. Well, that's cool. They'll use the other 3/8 for something else, some kind of like wiper motor. Who knows? Whatever you hook in another vacuum tube to. EGR riser sometimes. And then there's another one that's slightly further back on the throttle body, raised up a little bit. That is the ported vacuum. That will hook to your distributor if you have Vacuum Advance. So no worries there. On the other side, there is a boost reference port. You can use it for 2 different functions. One, if you're using it on top of a draw-through application, be it a draw-through supercharger or draw-through turbocharger, you can hook that up, plug the bottom of the thing up. That way it references the boost. If you're not using it in that configuration, but you need an extra vacuum port to run something like the fuel pressure regulator, then you can thread that port in and use it as an auxiliary vacuum port. But that's pretty much that. Not too much there. That's just where I would put all the lines.
Little Blue 85 Nightmare says something, but I'm going to let you read it because I read the last one.
Let's see here.
Oh, you went and answered the question prior to. Unbelievable.
Yeah, sweet. I was wondering about aftermarket injectors capable with this LS system, LS jackpot system. Yeah, high impedance. High impedance, our connectors are EV6, nothing crazy there. So high impedance meaning like 12 ohms or above. That's what our system works with. We don't have extra drivers for low impedance peak to hold situations, so high impedance only.
But if you have other injectors, you do have the option to get adapters. I'd probably steer clear from that.
No, it's all good. Amazon makes like.
I know it's possible. I'd still not.
Yeah, obviously we want to sell our injectors, but if they don't fit your application, then you can't buy our injectors to fit because there are so many different body sizes.
I don't even mean our injectors, just EV6 in general.
Well,
because I know people will go Multec, people will go EV1.
Well, the reason to do that is EV1's usually got a Bosch body style. It's fatter. It's got a certain length and works with those fuel rails like early LS1 stuff. Trucks usually have like a EV6 used car style long body with pencil injector. Ours is an EV6 Pico shorties with our LS3 style setup. And then there's the actual Multec ones, which were the other variant of truck injectors that had the smaller connector that actually is more expensive to manufacture, and it's a different body injector. So they're all different heights, different measurements. So sometimes you have to use, depending on the intake and depending on the fuel oil, you have to use that style injector.
Yeah.
So you can buy adapters, physical lengthening adapters, but those are prone for failure due to leakage because there is an extra O-ring that goes in there. Right. But if you need to do what you need to do, if it's a high impedance, even if it's like a 21-pound injector or a 200-pound injector, who knows, you should be able to tell our software what it needs to be doing. But the other thing is I answered a little bit of this on the thing. But come back again with another comment. I didn't know if you have to set the injector off times and the data like HP tuners and Holley. You can. There actually is in the advanced tuning software ability to do the injector off times, and ours and one of our competitors, we get our injectors kind of from the same spot, so the injector off times are going to be kind of the same deal. So if you have that data, we don't release the data, but the data is going to be the same. You can set that up, but ours is kind of flatlined, just like old school stuff, just flat. Yep. But that's where you really get into the little fiddly tuning, and you really want to dial something in super close. But yeah, that's not too bad to do.
All right, Big Bug 6900 says, hello, is there a way to run my system back to the basic setup after changing stuff in the advanced tuning software? Because I messed something up in the jackpot system.
I done that.
Yeah. The best way to do that is just to go ahead and reflash your system. The way to do that is download our software from our website, either the 5-inch or 7-inch handheld software, depending on what you have. You download that to a flash drive. Make sure that you extract the files that come off of our website because they download as a zip file. You want to make sure that they are out of that compressed zip file. Move them over to the flash drive. Bring it over to the car after you've got everything on that flash drive. Your kit should have had a little silver adapter that'll plug from that USB drive to the top of the handheld, and you can go ahead and run through the handheld update, and then following that, the ECU upgrade. There is a video on our YouTube channel here, actually somewhere. I'll make it appear somewhere. A YouTube video that allows you to update that system, shows you kind of the basics, the ropes. But if you have any more questions about it, if you're still running into issues, just give us a call, and we'd be more than happy to walk you through that. That's the best way. Is there another way that I'm not thinking of?
Oh, a way shorter way.
Oh, for the love of God.
Go to settings.
You said you were going to do this, too. You texted me, because, yes, last week I had done I don't even remember what I said. I said something. Oh, it was about the open loop and closed loop. And you were like, that's true to an extent. I couldn't believe it.
Well,
I've been working in customer service for 8 months. And
I wanted to be courteous and not like totally crush your hopes and dreams. I just wanted to let you finish, It's like watching your toddler run, You just want him to do his best, even though he's going to face plant in the grass. And you go pick him up and be like, "It's all right, little buddy."
Look, all I'm going to say is
I'm such a menace.
All I'm going to say is I went from whatever I was when I first started, not knowing a whole lot about cars, and look at me.
Yeah, you're on like a low-key podcast for EFI aftermarket company.
This is as high a praise that I will ever get from Tim.
Maybe. Yeah. So anywho, if you don't want to do all that, say since you already updated it, you done a bunch of stuff, and you had a few little whoopsies, and you're like, "Well, that was wrong."
Whoopsies.
It happens. Just hit the settings button. Go to like system settings, ECU upgrade, because all the information's is still stored in the handheld after you've whatever firmware is in there. You can just upgrade the ECU again, then run the wizard, and you're back to zero, just where you started at, without having to get the flash drive, unzip the thing, do this.
That's a lot easier. Yeah. I mean, well, I think I knew that, but I like to just update it anyway. Yeah, if you do it the way that I said, you will be updated to the latest version of the software. For sure.
But if you miss a step and you don't extract the files, or you do it a little bit funny, you can also crash the bootloader on the handheld, which will generate an RMA after that, and then you have to send it in. You got to talk to us, and then you have to chill for a little while it comes back.
It's not that bad.
It's really not that bad,
But
that's like a nuclear option. Like, whoopsie, I really messed it up. This is the whole thing. But if you're already satisfied with the level of firmware you have in there and there's no reason to really update it anymore, you can go in there and just reflash the ECU side of the update and then burn through the wizard again and put in the parameters and start back from pre-oopsie.
Brandon, he actually answered the question. I didn't even realize that. Good job, Brandon.
I believe I've talked to him.
Nice. Look at that. It's crazy. Literally flashed back a couple months ago. Nobody knew how to do anything. Go Tech Tuesdays.
Tech Tuesdays.
Woo! I mean, it's not all Tech Tuesday. It's probably just by existing as a company for, whatever. I just subscribed to our YouTube channel.
Oh, man. That's on my
with
account,
your account.
Oh.
Bro.
Do I get a discount for that?
Bro.
Do I get a discount?
Bro.
What?
We've been doing this for how long?
Has Aces subscribed to me? No.
I think it is.
I don't think so.
I can already hear myself going in there. Like we'll be right back. Hey everyone, thank you again for watching this episode of Tech Tuesday. If you liked it, please leave a like down below. If you have any questions about ACES or EFI, also feel free to leave a comment down below. And if you see any Tech Tuesday content anywhere else on social media, feel free to show it some love. And watch out for that PRI Tech Tuesday coming up next.
It's going to be fun.
Thank you guys so much for watching, and we'll see you all in the next one.
Bye.
Bye now, as
Bye
Tim
now.
says. Bye now.